she was not West Philadelphia. Certainly not. But I don't know. It's just I don't know. There's a bit of a similarities between Philly and
No,
Pittsburgh. Steel
they
City,
are two different cultures completely.
brotherly love, and
Like
Okay.
Philadelphia is more of a New York vibe, like
oh yeah,
northern. Pittsburgh's more everyone knows everyone somehow. Like
Kind
and
of
that shit's
like
weird.
Atlanta, huh?
yeah, it's like you if you don't know people because you don't leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
All right, enough of that. We'll have a special segment one of these days about where we've been, places we travel. You know, fans don't want to get to know us and ask more personal questions and give us gifts. I got a cash app too, by the way, if anybody's interested. Just but yeah, so Meet the Marauders is back, back in effect, coming back from the last episode. Last episode. This is damn. I wanted to fuck with Nigel, but I can't. This is episode 2001. We've been doing this for a while now. We appreciate all the ones that are coming back to see us, our glorious postures and faces and comedic moments. And yeah, well, I was mainly talking about myself, but we're back. So last episode we talked a bit on our favorite type of battle systems within RPG video games, JRPG, and I was the only man standing, of course, with these heathens on against me.
Terrible side.
I was with you, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad, King.
You see
My
how bad
King.
do you?
And then we forget.
Oh, before we start, this is Max. We got Thomas and we got King.
Yep.
As you can see, there's only three of us. The other heathens couldn't make it. They had to take care of things, of course. But we're gonna hold it down for them. We're gonna keep the Media Marauders flag swinging and flying and going. So today we're trying to do something a bit different than what you guys, the viewers, have been watching us do. And we wanted to switch it up and kind of talk more on certain current events, media-wise, or anything current event-wise within the world, or what's been released or broadcast out for the consumers to get into. And as of course, as Marauders do, we will take what we can and take it all and do what we want with it and regurgitate it, give it back to the world however we see it, we deem fit. Once again, please click like and subscribe to our channel, Media Marauders, and don't forget that bell right there in the corner of your screen or anywhere you see. And so it can give you all updates on and notify you of any new channel episodes that are to come to the future. So with all that, I guess I will start off. So I go through social media like a fiend, and one particular piece of information that flew through my scrolling screen was Shaman King. I don't know if you guys know much about Shaman King, but it's a manga. I forget the creator of the person that created the manga. I apologize for that. Maybe one of y'all don't mind looking up that real quick to see who the creator is, if you don't mind.
What up,
Shaman?
But the reason why I bring up Shaman King, wait, what? But the reason why I bring up Shaman, oh yeah, please fact check me, because once we blow up, motherfuckers are gonna go back and these motherfuckers don't know shit. No, they don't know nothing. Right. But I bring up Shaman King because they are remaking the anime. Shaman King, for the ones that don't know, is Shonen Jump serialization from Shonen Jump, and it's about pretty much kids, as of course, ranging between I think 12 to maybe 16.
I think it was Shonen Jump. They got sold off to someone else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what happened with part of it.
Oh shit! So it's not owned by Shonen no more?
Yeah, I don't know who owns it now.
Oh, that's wild. Oh well, I'll still speak on the anime portion of it. It's pretty much these kids that they're like mediums. They're mediums that they can pretty much speak to spirits. And every 500 years, these mediums can get these warriors, these dead warriors, and help them fight in a tournament called the Shaman King tournament, I think it's called. And only reason why I bring it up is because I only seen the anime of this, maybe a good couple of episodes of them when I was a kid, when the 4Kids or Fox Kids, I don't know if you guys, the young ones, I'm sure don't know, but maybe you guys remember that channel or that broadcast. And it was just entertaining to me of, you know, the Americanized version anyways. It was entertaining to me how the fight scenes were that, you know, Ghost helping you fight in tournaments. It kind of makes me think of Persona now, honestly, but that's for another time. No, the Shaman King just seems like a pretty interesting, dynamic story plot, and for them to remake it is coming out next year, April 2021. I thought it'd be a nice little segue in real quick just to speak on it. Or if you guys know anything more about Shaman King than I do, shit, go on in.
So you talk about them conjuring up other ghosts or spirits. Is it kind of like Refate Zero? You ever seen that anime? Where they bring back old spirits to fight for the Holy Grail, and they get that one
you can
wish.
compare it to that, actually. That's actually a good comparison.
That's good comparison.
You can actually compare that. That's actually a really good series. Good one, King.
It really is.
Good series.
Yeah.
I gotta get that going
now. Oh,
and that
it was written by Hiroyuki Takei.
Hiroyuki Takei.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shout out to Hiroyuki Takei because
and it's still going.
Yeah, they got a couple I did a little bit of research. They have a couple spin-off mangas right now. They only have that one anime from the main series of the manga, but I think they have like 4 or 5 different spin-offs from Shaman, and one of them is still ongoing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think the original has over 240 chapters, so I'm assuming past 20 volumes of work. And I think the anime, the manga started in 1998, ended in 2004. The anime started in 2001, but I do not know if they finished the anime.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure. But yeah, just wanted to open up with that one, Shaman King, for the ones that do care. Y'all got anything specifically that you've been getting into or noticed that you want to speak on?
Well, I'm myself excited for, Fire Force Season 2 finally be hitting. What's that, June or July? You got Fire Force Season 2 coming.
I was this close to shitting on it. I was this close to shitting on that anime, bro.
Why? It's actually pretty good, man.
It
caught me off guard. I thought it was good.
Because man has bad taste. That's why. Bad taste.
You said it had a bad case.
You have bad taste.
Oh, no. Look, I didn't finish. Now, don't start getting the fucking pitchforks out now. Yeah, damn, Thomas. I said the first 4 episodes were really dry to me. I just could not get into it.
I mean, the show is centered around fire, so it's not going to be wet. But I will say the fact that I did the same thing too while I had the first 4 episodes and didn't get caught on. But once you go further into it, though, I think the character development is there for it. Now, it's another subject we talked about. But I think the character development works out for in that case, that anime is pretty dope. You think about people putting out fires with fire and what they're doing.
That's counterproductive, but it works really well.
Yeah.
It's actually done. That's fine. But
it was interesting. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
That Black Clover, which is another one, which I'll tell anyone, boy, if you get past, which is that's the worst thing to tell someone about a show. If you get past the beginning of the series, it gets good.
Because I said the same thing for like Breaking Bad, man. When someone else told me to watch it, I got through like the first couple of episodes, then it got better. But yeah, it's kind of tough, man. I'm gonna lie. You gotta get through the hard times to get to the good times.
I tried, man. That Asta's voice actor, man. Oh my God.
The Japanese one or the English?
Japanese.
I know what it sounds like in English.
I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like, I
can't do this.
See, that's the thing. It's like I don't know if it happens less, or maybe I just got used to it. It's just
it sounds like Stockholm syndrome. That's what it sounds like, Mr. Thomas. That's what that shit sounds like. You know what? It's not that bad. They teach me pretty well. They got some pretty good action scenes. I just gotta know.
I'm not even gonna lie, man. It's kind of like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Season 2. I could not get past JoJo's voice, man. Joestar's voice. It was crazy.
Bro, I'm ready to shit on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure one of these days.
No, don't do it, man. No,
I want them to attack me.
Second season? It's so like the first. You can skip the second, then go through the rest of them. I'm telling you, that's how good it is, man.
Nah, I take that back. JoJo wasn't that. I finished the first season. I stopped in the second season. I gotta just pick it back up and keep going.
But, don't get me wrong. It's gonna be tough, man, if you go through the second season because woo. All right, but not rooting for nobody. But you'll get there when you get there. You'll know.
Yo, Brando did no wrong, man. He's the only good guy in that shit.
Yo.
Interesting.
It's me. All right. That shit's so goofy. It's so damn goofy.
I love that, man. Over exaggerate. I like it.
The old poses and all that.
What up?
And then and God of High School is also starting. The God of High School is about to start.
That shit.
Like I read it on Webtoons. I got like episode or issue 380, well, not 380, 138 or something like that.
Well, you were way off.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, this ain't One Piece.
Big leap.
Well, like so I know how far the story goes to a certain extent. I remember I kind of lost track using the Webtoon app, which kind of was like,
Yeah.
I just didn't keep up with it. But now seeing it gets to anime, I'm like, yo, I'm ready to see them pull off
What they do.
Yeah, because that is one fighting series. Like if you like those like martial arts animes when the fights are going over the top or the fights are going in on it, like Baki, it's just not as bloody as Baki,
I would doubt, yeah.
Yeah, but
I would assume so, anyways.
Yeah,
he's a high school kid still at the end of the day.
You might like this show. Those are the ones I'm looking for.
I think the studio producing it is Mappa.
Yeah, I think Mappa's doing it.
They've had some pretty good teams that dealt with some good. I think Dororo, I think was a Mappa production, or it might have been Wiz. I think it's around the same studio. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. When you find a good fighting anime, you find a good fighting anime. Like you will take that shit to the grave with you. Like people love Baki. I'm trying to get back into the Baki. I read the manga for it, so I'm one of those where like, Baki's alright.
I finished it. I'll wait till it's my turn to talk about Baki. But
Go ahead.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess for me, I've been watching a lot of Netflix shows because I got a lot of time on hands and everything. And I guess I'll go say about Baki, man. I really like Baki, but this season the most recent season they had, I feel like all the fights were like that, man.
There's no real build up.
Don't get me wrong about the build up portion aspect of it. Like the anticipation's there because one of them was gonna whoop the other's ass pretty quickly. But I'm telling you, man, like Ali Jr. and Baki finished their match like that.
Oh,
like
shit.
In the first couple of episodes, you're waiting for that one fight to happen, and it was done.
Okay.
So I think for me, I liked it, but I feel like they drew it out in a suspenseful type of way to get to the end of the series, which is really good. But they gave you all the action at the beginning, and then the filler that they gave you was action as well, if that makes sense. Because have y'all seen it? You haven't watched it all just yet, right?
I do have one quick question.
Yep.
Do they keep doing that whole explain what's going on thing that they were doing in the beginning of the show?
In what fashion? What you talking about?
It's like when someone does something like, well, the reason he's able to do this is because he studies like. I'm like,
I got you. Yeah, they did it a couple times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they did do it a couple of times, but I think, but if I'm not mistaken, in the most recent season, you already knew what everyone was able to do.
Okay.
But then the new people they did bring in was like they did explain that reason what they were able to do and all that, and then the reason they did be able to do it, but then the person they're going against just, like I said, knocks them out quickly, murders them quickly. It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
So
man.
like average, I think an average anime fight we can kind of agree on.
I'll put it this way: if we compare it to Dragon Ball Z, where Goku was fighting Frieza, and it was 13 episodes, Baki versus whoever he was fighting was 13 seconds.
Golly.
I didn't put it in comparison that way. That there was no in between. It was either this or it was.
See, that would piss me off if they built the fight up so much and then it just ends like that. That would piss me off. But if it was something that was like you know, it was casually mentioned, oh, they've been training this long, you know, they haven't seen each other in 5 years. What would happen? You know, shit like that, where kind of, okay, we've seen them fight before, or we kind of have a general idea where their power levels are,
right,
or wherever, you know, experience that they have. I would understand if it was like a minute fight, but if that shit's less than 10 seconds, that would kind of piss me off.
Right, and I guess because of the fact, I don't know, of course I'm over exaggerating about 13 seconds, but I will say it's a quick fight though. I put it that way. It's a quick fight. You're just like, oh, okay, well, hell, that was pretty good what he did. That was pretty dope. But like I said, I think Baki's father overshadowed him a lot in that season.
What's his name again?
What he wanted.
What's his name again?
Ogre?
Yeah, I know his nickname is Ogre.
Oh. Yeah, his nickname is Ogre, but I'm trying to let me kind of someone really quickly because in my mind it starts with a Y. Yojiro.
Yojiro, yeah.
Somewhere around there.
That motherfucker. Yeah. The demon's back.
So they focus technically around him and Baki at the same time, and they gave Ogre a lot of love. But they did a good job though of between the three of the main characters that they're in that season though. They did pretty good.
Okay. Good. Yeah, I got to get back into it. I was watching the old anime again because you guys were hyping the shit out of the newest season, and I
won't ruin it for you. I won't ruin it for you. So I just say it's a good season though. I'm not gonna lie, it's good.
Yeah.
Like I said, some of the fight scenes were quicker than expected, but you have so many fight scenes in that whole season. You're just like, it makes up all the early fights are made up in the later fights of the season. So you get a lot. It has equilibrium to it and balance.
Yeah, I think they got a good balance, a good presentation. It shouldn't be. It wouldn't be too much of an issue for me. But.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was mine. That was mine for Baki. Pretty
all
good.
Right. Y'all have any more animes? I got a list. I'm telling y'all, I got a list now. I came prepared, damn it.
No shit. I don't think too many of my animes have. So there's a lot to watch. Just, you know, those are the ones.
Yeah, this summer lineup, like I was saying off the camera, but there's a good summer lineup right now, especially the beginning of the summer to going into the second half of the summer, or I guess the last 2 months of summer, the last 3 months.
Summer just started last week.
Shit, I keep forgetting that.
Really?
What the fuck?
This quarantine is all my days just
I'm tripping.
Yeah, summer started with Saturday.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that day, you know, I won that Uno table. Just saying,
Hey, stop bringing up the past.
Now, there's a great lineup. I'm not gonna bore y'all with the list, but I would suggest going online or just check out whatever provider you use for your anime. Look at some.
Actually, I actually what I do with my mangas, I'm treating my anime right now like my mangas right now. I don't watch them for a slew of time. Then I wait till when I go back and read it. Kind of like I'm doing that One Piece right now. Both of y'all.
That's the only anime I've been really strict on myself right now that I'm only watching the anime. I don't want to get distracted with any other anime. One Piece is the only one.
Yeah, the other one but as far as anime goes, I was gonna start watching Kill. I got Kill? I got Kill? Not Kill la Kill, but
yeah, that's
Game Kill.
That's a great one.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna start that one.
Studio Trigger, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna start that one up. But then I saw Gundam roll by my eyes, and I was like,
Here we go with those damn mechs.
The new one?
The Orphan Blood.
I gotta finish that one. Iron Blood Orphan.
Iron Blood.
Yep. I gotta finish that one.
I might check that one out, honestly.
Side note: there's a beta running on right now every Saturday from 8 p.m. to Sunday at 8 p.m. They're doing a open beta on PlayStation for Gundam Extreme versus Mega Boost or something like that.
Oh, really?
Pretty much has all the Gundam series. It's like a versus game with Gundams.
That's all y'all right there.
You're talking about like kind of like the on the PlayStation 2, the Gundam.
Yeah, the versus series that they used to. Yeah, they got a beta. The beta's running every weekend until the game releases in July.
Excuse me, sir. It's every Sunday at 8 p.m.
Well, it starts at 8 p.m. Saturday and runs to Sunday at 8 p.m.
I shall put that in my notes right now, matter of fact.
Yeah, y'all stream that shit. Let me check that out.
Let me get on that.
Hey, if y'all get in on that, just let me know.
Do you know if
Everything
do you know if Master or Devil Gundam is on there? Because I will be choosing those two.
I don't know if
That's such a nerd.
Master's there. I know Shining.
Nerd.
I think Devil. The one that looks like
That's all you know. Devil Gundam. Yep.
Fucking mecha nerds. I hate y'all. I can't get into it.
Hey. If you check, there's probably a Gundam show that you would like. Just saying. If you look through the whole series, there's probably one.
I totally agree, man. But the best series out of all is G Gundam, though. I ain't gonna lie. My personal opinion.
The one on Toonami?
Well, there was a few on Toonami.
There was a few on Toonami, but G Gundam is one with the Devil Gundam and the Shining Gundam.
Oh,
that was like a fighting tournament.
Mm-hmm.
See, y'all lost me already. All right, next topic. God damn it.
Wait.
I just want to say for the viewers, Max has not watched Mech anime, so that's why he's missing out on a lot.
Yeah.
I will say that I did enjoy what I did watch on Darlie and the Franks. That was actually pretty interesting. I don't know if y'all watched that. I think I brought it up
like
one
a
time.
fruit basket type anime.
You said fruit basket.
It sounds like it was fruit basket.
Don't try to play me, bro. Don't try to. I think it's Studio Trigger that this one too. No, wait, don't. No, I'm wrong. I don't think Studio Trigger did this one. But
you know what? I honestly thought you were gonna say Robotech, and I was gonna say everyone sees Robotech.
Oh, Robotech was the shit. But is that considered a mech?
Macross?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, I remember. I've heard of Macross. I've never seen it though.
It's the original name for Robotech.
Right.
Anime watcher over here.
All right. Moving along, sir. Damn it. What else you got there, Thomas, that you would like to talk about?
That's it for me.
What else you got, Bruno, man?
All right. So I've been doing a lot of movie watching, like I said a little earlier, and I came across the fact that I didn't know, but I'm really anticipating though, is Jamie Foxx playing as Mike Tyson. Apparently in the past they did a preview or the interview with Jamie Foxx like a couple of months ago. I must have missed it, but they did a couple of interviews from Jamie Foxx, and I was reading up on his interview and the clip saying that he's been picking up hella weight, but I haven't seen any pictures of Jamie Foxx as of recently. So I'm really interested in seeing how Jamie Foxx portrays this. So I think he did a really great job playing as Ray, and he did a great job also in Ali with Will Smith. So I think Jamie Foxx has found that little niche, kind of like I hate to put it this way, kind of like Chadwick Boseman, where he's found that niche where he a lot of biography movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're pretty good. And if he gets that stutter down in the lisp, he had with Tyson.
I mean,
I'm going to love that.
Let's be real. It's Jamie Foxx, bro.
I'm going to eat his kids, and then when I kiss him on the cheek, I'm going to beat him up.
I should have got my buddies here. No, but he did a great job in Living Color. I think he did. He did. I mean, it was a joke.
Dog, I'm telling you, I think if he gets that down and I pack, it'll be a great movie. But Jamie Foxx is a great actor, in my personal opinion. Anyway, I think, like I said, the audition he did of Ray, I'm pretty confident he'll do a good job with Mike Tyson too.
You're the one that sent that one clip of him training too, right?
No, that's my next subject I was going to say. Well, yeah. So I sent the clip into the group we had, as far as Mike Tyson himself. So my comment about Mike Tyson himself as of recently, the reason I sent that clip was because apparently Mike Tyson is going to be involved in some form or fashion of a charity boxing match with a slew of other ones. And if y'all have not seen Mike Tyson recently, my man is 54 years old with fists and punches of a 25-year-old still. Like he legit has not lost a step yet. Like, Ali right now, bless his soul, can't fight like he wants to. But Tyson, man, just watching that clip of him and his practices, he will still kick your ass. That's just the easiest way to put it. It's crazy, man.
That dude had crazy. When he first came into the boxing when he was 18?
Yeah, I think so.
He might have been younger. I think he might have. Don't quote me because I know I was watching a lot of autobiographies of him on YouTube. I know he came in with the Caucasian gentleman that took him in because of his family, and then he taught him how to box here and there. Not here and there. Sorry, he taught him how to box. He lost him, unfortunately, and someone else took him under his wing for training purposes.
Was it Customato?
Say it again.
Was it Customato in the beginning? Or no.
I think so. I think it was. It was an Italian gentleman, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, don't quote me on that. Because I watched a lot of his. I watched a lot of the ones where Mike Tyson knocked out a lot of his opponents
within
no
minutes.
respect, and then kissed him after he beat the shit out of him, and that's just disrespectful.
Oh my God!
Look, that's why my personal heart, man. There's two sports you cannot be friends with anybody in, man. Boxing and MMA. I'm not being your friend after that, dog. You beat my ass, I gotta kill you after that. There's just no way around.
The whole thing, Mike Tyson was psychological too, man. He got in your fucking head.
Well, he made his debut, like professional debut at 18. So he was probably definitely boxing.
Yeah, because I think he was a stick-up kid back in I think he was a stick-up kid in Brooklyn, in New York, and I think he had some issues growing, school and
Yeah, I know he had some school issues, definitely.
And he got into the boxing ring, and that's where he stayed. Like, he took all that aggression out in boxing, and he had a lot of aggression.
I ain't messing with him, man. I ain't messing with him.
And you heard of old man strength? Yeah, 54 years old. I'm sure he has a lot of that.
No.
Right
now, he's just showing he's got the strength of a retarded gorilla right now, dog. Ain't nobody messing with a retarded gorilla. That's his kind of strength, bro.
I'm telling you, give yourself $10 million. Just get in the ring with him for 10 seconds. Would you do it?
No.
You gotta last all 10
seconds serious.
I enjoy this. I enjoy all of this right here.
You might break up my wrist, bro.
Y'all might not like this, but my wife, she loves this. All right? Nah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run like Martin the whole time.
We'll see how far you
Martin
go.
didn't run, dog. He didn't run. He got a couple punches in there, man. And just a little known fact, Martin did do professional boxing for a while too.
Yes, he did. I'll
put it out there. He's not a slouch, bro.
He had the Golden Gloves too.
Professional boxing back in the day.
Motherfucker won the Golden Gloves too, man.
A lot of people with Golden Gloves went up against Tyson.
Moving along.
So just to keep it used with movies and actors. Not sure if y'all aware also, but Michael Keaton is supposed to come back as Batman within the new Flash movie that DC is going to drop sooner or later with the Flashpoint subject matter. I think that's pretty interesting. I think it would be good. I think it would be pretty dope if they bring around the subject of him being Bruce Wayne for the new Batman Beyond. If they do
that's what I was just gonna ask.
That would be a good direction they take it in. That'd be pretty dope.
God.
But I think
Terry McGinnis? Come on.
Yo. And I think about that now in conjunction with Michael Keaton being Batman, because I thought he did a great job as Batman and Batman Returns from the Tim Burton version of those movies. He did a good role. He did a good balance of both Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yes.
But I guess my concern is my concern would be who would play if they did it this way at Flashpoint. Who would they put as Bruce Wayne's father? If they were to do it that way as that Batman. But like I said, I'm not sure where they plan on taking that. Or even who would play as Terry McGinnis.
Oh my God.
Because my depiction of Terry McGinnis is the same guy from Boy Meets World. I can never think of his name, but he does a lot
of because he does the voice acting for him.
Huh?
He does the voice acting for him.
Right, exactly. He usually ends up playing like a teenager because he's done the voice of Lino, the newer version of Thundercats. Like I say, he played Terry McGinnis. Those are two roles I know him specifically for. He
was Ron Stoppable in Kim Possible too. Don't tell me how I know that. I was a big Kim Possible fan. Fuck y'all. But yeah, he did the voice acting for that as well. I forget his name, but I know his name is Eric on Boy Meets World. I still go back and watch that show periodically.
I just think who would probably have the look for Terry McGinnis? The dude who's playing Batman now, he would have probably made a good Terry McGinnis before the fact that
Nah.
You're talking about the newest Batman, right?
Yeah,
the dude.
The guy that played that glittery vampire.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and that would never leave his filmography. That would never go away.
Never, man.
I will forever remember that.
There's a few people I can think of who could play that role, but I think what Terry did would have to be someone quite younger.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
Late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
I always thought that Terry McGinnis was Asian in the show. He looked Asian to me.
McGinnis?
Yeah, he looked Asian to me. I know his girlfriend was Asian, but I just correlated. It
Last
just looked
name
like,
though.
I know, but it could just be his father. I thought he'd be like half Korean or something. I thought that would be kind of,
McGinnis. No.
definitely, maybe, possibly Irish.
There
But
is a possibility. There's a possibility, but
Possibilities.
all right, but yeah, good shit. King, you got anything else for us?
Yeah, man. The last one we're gonna talk about is the show Hannibal.
It's a gem.
It really was a gem, man. I thank you, Max, and James, not with us, for telling me to watch it. Because man, I am not gonna lie to you. The psychological thriller and the cat and mouse game that they play with each other.
Yes.
I've got to give big ups to big ups to Mads Mikkelsen. Playing as Hannibal. Because man, he was only on my radar for the first time when I saw him in Casino Royale with James Bond. I thought he was a good actor there, but man, watching him play as Hannibal and just his mannerisms and how he brought him to life, you would really think like he would like someone that intelligent being so close to somebody and working with so many people. You're just like, there's actually people out there in the world like that though, man. I would hope there wouldn't be anybody in the world like that, but at the same time, it was just a wonderful show. For my viewers that's watching us right now, I definitely do recommend it. It's I hate to put it this way too, but the deaths that they do and the killing scenes that they put into there
beautifully done.
Art. And they even had the opportunity to put in the Red Dragon movie. The Red Dragon aspect of the movie.
Book,
there, and I thought that was pretty good too. That was pretty good. They was able to condense it, but also expand on it without making it feel like you had seen it before. If you've ever watched that movie. But but like I said, I thought Hannibal was just so good, man. I think what people underappreciated about this series was his ability to use his nose, because a lot of people just assumed that he was very good at just cooking people and killing, but he had a very sensitive nose.
Great sense of smell.
He even picked up on, like, if someone was killed somewhere, just for an example, in the show, if someone was killed somewhere, he actually smelt someone's fingernails and he could tell exactly where they were. That's weird to me.
Crazy.
I was like, whoa.
And there's people like that. There's people really like that.
Yeah, man. You put that in consideration, like some, and I know there's a contest, like I think lumber contest. They do that where they smell the wood, like it's legit like business where they smell the wood or smell the wine. Well, I know that's that anyway. Smell.
The wine testers.
Wine tasting and smellers. Man, he was just really good, man. I thought it was just a really good movie. Like I said, once again, the psychological cat and mouse game that they played, you would actually think that Will Graham really wanted to be a killer along with him. But man, it's an A+.
Yeah, without spoiling, they do a great job of the psychological aspects with Will Graham. Shout out to the dude named Hugh Dancy, the actor that played Will Graham.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love his attention to detail, like where he puts himself in the killer's mind. Like he has he has high empathy levels. Like he could literally put himself in the killer's shoes.
Right.
And I've always liked the with most crime shows, I've always liked the insertion of crime, like of psychological mind. Like I love that show Mindhunters too on Netflix, but I'm not gonna get into that. But it's the show Hannibal is just amazing, and the way they ended it though is a gut puncher, but it's still, it still leaves a lot to predict. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The producers and directors of that show, man, I give it to you. It was really, really wonderful.
That's top 10, top 15 best shows ever made that I've seen.
I will put it in my top 10. I will say that. I'll put it in my top 10. For it to be only 3 seasons, man, it was really
unfortunately.
Good. Mm-hmm. Right.
Shit.
So those are the only 3 subjects I had. So once again, Jamie Foxx, and then Michael Keaton come back as Batman, and Tyson himself, along with Hannibal, the Netflix show series. Really good.
Those were good ones, man. I'm gonna try to keep it brief with mine. So the first one I'll go into. Damn, wait, it's like 2 minutes in. Y'all think we should just?
Another one?
Yeah, we'll start another one. We'll be right back. We'll start it up, yo. I'm gonna start it up real quick, yo. Give me a second. All right. We're back. I want to bring up this next one. I've been kind of watching on and off about within the past year. I think it was announced last year. The new Avengers video game that's coming out September 4th, 2020. I was hesitant about this freaking game because of the presentation when it was first announced.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all nerds here. We all enjoy comic books to a good extent, I feel like.
Yeah.
And Marvel for me is above DC. I'm sorry for the ones that enjoy DC more, sue me. But when I saw this trailer, I was not impressed the first time when the first trailer that it was announced for. But god damn it, if I watched this new trailer, I don't know, I think it was you, Thomas, I put it in the chat. Or I think I saw it on YouTube. Like I remember you mentioning it, and I went on YouTube and I just watched I was screwing around with YouTube and I saw the video, and this shit looks really good.
Which trailer did you see? Because there was like 4 trailers dropped today.
The one that I saw was where I forgot the dude's name, the big villain.
MODOK?
Yeah, MODOK. Yes, there you go. It's mainly we're following Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan,
which I'm in her hideout right now.
Oh yeah, shout out Kamala Khan. I don't know how you got in there, Thomas, but I'm in there next. What are you doing for her? Hold up. Anyways, you shut up. You just watching a cat. Get out of here.
Wow. Well, you know what? Probably because I don't know how old their character is, and I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, true. She's like a teenager. You're talking about the Miss Marvel, the grown up. Anyways, the trailer I saw was FBI. The trailer I saw was with Kamala Khan at first. I think they're MODOK or MODOK's minion. I think it's MODOK before he becomes MODOK, and they're trying to recruit her. I'm not exactly sure. I forgot the group that they're trying to recruit her in, but it's just kind of following her. I feel like she's gonna be integral to the main story. Obviously,
I don't think I've seen that trailer.
Yeah, and it's pretty much diving into the Avengers are dismantled, and the whole point of this game is reassembling the Avengers. So I think Kamala Khan plays a huge. She's the X factor in all this.
I think this main story is centered around her.
Yeah.
In the beginning, because it's going to be the way the story is supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Like the beginning is centered around her as the main character for.
Yes.
I don't know how many missions.
If I'm not mistaken, it's either you can do both VR and regular, right?
No,
I don't think so.
I think
you're thinking about
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Iron Man. I'm thinking of the Iron Man game. Sorry.
It's this. Just briefly speaking on the trailer a bit more. It just granted the models for the Avengers like Black Widow, Bruce Banner, and Tony Stark, they still look awkward to me. And even Thor looks about right to me. But those three that stood out, like you didn't really see Steve Rogers like that, which was weird. You saw him in a camera view of something, which was I don't know. There's gonna be an issue there. I would like to kind of.
Well, the art direction's interesting because they're messing with the idea of they don't want to have it look like the comic books and they don't want it to look like the movies.
Respect.
They want their own art style. We got so used to seeing the vision from the movies, the cinematic universe. Like people were like, some people were commenting how Thor looks like the cinematic universe of Thor, but that's just one costume because they're gonna have microtransactions. You could buy different costumes and whatnot also. So
okay, yeah, it's starting. It's looking up, and with it right around the corner, September 4th, I might invest in this one. I'm not. I don't know if it's gonna be once it drops, but it seems like there's gonna be a lot of online gameplay. I think it's primarily online gameplay, right?
Well, there's a single player story. So the single player story you play as your Avengers and whatnot, but then there's also like multiplayer story. So it's like if all us three are playing, like like Max is Thor, Bruno's Iron Man. I could be like Captain America or Hulk or one of them, and then we'll be in like an actual mission together. I was gonna say,
I like how you chose a big.
I mean,
there's only so many people to choose from.
Somebody.
Stupid.
It's like my favorite characters aren't really in it at the moment. I'm more of a War Machine fan, but
of course.
What do you mean?
War Machine.
Oh, you're talking about the game. Okay, I was saying War Machine is part of the Avengers.
but that's the thing. It's like so they're gonna have those. It's gonna be like so the single player is probably gonna be like Anthem a bit without forcing you to do single player stuff while trying to play with other people. So
yeah,
when you're doing those story missions, you can play that by yourself. But then say we all hop on, pick our Avengers, we play together in actual a whole different multiplayer missions that affect what's going on in your story, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
got it. So even if I'm playing this different version of it, Max, we playing a different version of it, and you'll be playing a different version. But once we all come together, then it's still separate after the fact. Okay.
So Max would be using like the old school Thor. You could be using like that there's a new Iron Man suit that I've never seen because I've never I haven't kept up with comics too much, but like an all white Iron Man suit, which was slick.
Oh shit.
And so like there's those different customizations that you could pick from. So like, and even the way you play can be differently. So like if you're like a up close fighting Iron Man, you can pick these different special moves that you want to use. Or if I want to use Iron Man, I just want to be more like the rays, blasters, and all that. I could pick that as my play style.
I want to be alcoholic to Iron Man.
You want to be alcoholic?
Probably there. It's probably
good old toasted up Tony Stark. There you go.
I think for right now too, on release there's only 6 characters, but they plan on normally adding new characters. I think the first new character is going to be Ant-Man.
Boy, I swear to God, if I could just see a glimpse of either Peter Parker Spider-Man or Miles Morales Spider-Man, I will definitely buy this game just for that.
But that's the thing,
son.
Bro,
that's the thing.
I know Sony.
It's gonna be one of those live action service games. So like Destiny and what Anthem wants to be, Division and all that. It's gonna be a game that's just gonna keep going and it'll keep adding a story to it. So and that's all free. The only stuff that's gonna cost money, I believe that I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the only thing that's going to cost money is cosmetics. So if you want to buy like new skins for your characters and whatnot.
That's where they get a lot of their money too.
Yeah. Right. That's what funds the development to keep going. So
yeah, this game it's looking really good, man. I'm pleasantly surprised because I'm like I said, I'm a Marvel fan. Crystal Dynamics is a pretty good studio. Same people that they're doing the reboot of Tomb Raider. And I'm playing one of the most recent games for Tomb Raider 2, and it looks really good. So hopefully, the game does well. Crystal Dynamics, all of them, Marvel. Please put Spider-Man in there, please. But yeah, all right. So that's one. And I wanted to briefly touch up on. I don't know if you guys know, but the whole J. Cole No Name issue.
Yeah.
We'll try to make this one brief, man. I know I have an opinion. I'm sure you guys do too. Recently, J. Cole and No Name are going through a tiff. I would not call this a beef. I hate when motherfuckers start throwing that rap beef around. This is just a disagreement between two colleagues. That's how I see it. J. Cole sent out a track called Snow on the Bluff about allegedly speaking on a tweet that No Name has sent out to the world. I think it was back on around the beginning of June, the end of May, June-ish. Yeah, it was around the beginning of June. She sent out a tweet on how your favorite popular artists that are woke and speak on Black issues are staying silent throughout, with everything that's happening in our current climate of this, of the U.S. And there are only be a handful of people she could be speaking about. And of course, in any situation. I feel like anybody, you have a voice, I have a voice type of thing. J. Cole released this track called Snow on the Bluff, which is speaking on how he felt with what he read or what it's expected of him. But I think there's a miscommunication that the public, because there's a lot of people that got them Twitter fingers up, and I'm a J. Cole fan, but I truly believe what he said was misconstrued. I think this is a man that knows the effect that he has on a big populace of people, and he's going to be criticized and analyzed and constantly scrutinized. So I think the most sensible thing to do in these moments is to lean back and watch. When things are happening around this world, lean back, because people are constantly watching you. So putting out your opinion can backfire immediately. I think no Name has a lot to say, and she's not wrong. But within this track, Snow on the Bluff, going back on that, on the very end of the song, he's admitted that he should be doing more for the Black Lives Movement, or just speaking more or saying more for Black issues that are happening in America.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I don't know if you guys listen to the track. I would tell y'all as soon as we get off here, or within your own time, listen to both, because No Name did a response, an alleged response to J. Cole, and Madlib did the production on that, and that shit's amazing. She said some good things, and I don't know. How do y'all feel about this, man?
See, for me, it was kind of, I listened to both of them, and like I took what J. Cole said as he was trying to express what he, like as you were saying, like what he was thinking, how he felt on the situation, and that he explained like he didn't know what to do, because he's been out there before protesting on the front lines, but is that what's required of him every time something happens? Like
motherfuckers are quick to tell him what he needs to do, what needs to happen. But my bad, go ahead.
And it's like, and with that, it was like, he was talking talking on some real stuff. Like, he doesn't really know what to do in that situation. Which the best thing to do when you don't know what to do is do nothing. It's like, take the time,
just stay quiet,
figure out. And as other celebrities said, this movement that's been going on really isn't on the celebrities to be the voice of the people, because the people out there riding right now. So
Dave Chappelle said it right.
And then there've been a few other artists who've been out there too, like Little Uzi Vert, not Little Uzi Vert, nope, not him. Oof. Little Yachty.
Little Yachty.
He's out there, Little Baby,
Kendrick Lamar's been spotted out.
And then, then some of the other ones, but then No Name also had the right to feel a type of way, because she didn't drop any names or whatnot. So when she released her song, she felt the type of way, so she responded in Source, which I feel like Twitter did not help either side of it. It was just, there was a lot of people amping up both, like, oh, J. Cole doesn't need to tell a woman to watch her tone.
Yeah, that was the big issue. That was one of the biggest issues on that.
And it was like he couldn't have a conversation about how he felt because of that. And then I think he came out and said that he didn't feel any negativity towards her, and she retracted some of what she said in her songs.
But people are gonna keep that shit going.
Yeah.
That cancel culture, bro, that shit's toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
It has its part.
It does. Don't get me wrong. There are moments I'll retract some of what I said, but I will still say that it is toxic. It can get very, very fucking toxic. Not everyone, though. Not every movement or every kind of canceling what they want to cancel. We still remember you, Doja Cat.
I didn't listen to any of the tracks, to be honest with you, neither one of them. But I think you made a good point earlier, Max, saying this, and you too, Chris, just saying the fact that it's the way Dave Chappelle, I think Dave Chappelle put it best, the matter of fact that even though he's a celebrity, it's not his right to be there but he understands what we're going through. And I think his recent special, which really wasn't even a comedy special, in my personal opinion, but it gave him a couple of good pointers, was the fact that that's the streets talking. So who is he to go out there and be part of it? But he understands up here that America has to be the ones to make that change, not just a celebrity in particular or some celebrities in particular. But he didn't take away from the fact that if they decide to speak up, that's totally on them. He just doesn't want to be part of that because he knows he has a family as well, which is accountable and respectable. But I really will say from my perspective, and I can only teach what I can only say what I follow myself as well. That if I'm not familiar with the subject, I'd rather not talk about it. But again, at the same time, there's a point in time where you have to know when to be quiet and when to speak up. And I don't think, and I really think, and this is not nothing against J. Cole, but I think at this point in time, J. Cole didn't practice that as far as not having anything to say about it. Because honestly, if he had just not said nothing towards the track, or if nobody had taken the response to say, oh, J. Cole is definitely going for no name, if he wouldn't have put it out, it wouldn't have been an issue. But like I think at that point in time though, sometimes even if you put something out there, people are going to take it how they want to perceive it as well. So the perception of it and answering about it, especially at this point in time of the culture and everybody being very high strung and stressful with what's going on at the current moment, it was bound to happen one way or another. Even if you did mean well, the perception there was taken out of context, or could have been taken out of context. I'm not going to speak for J. Cole, but could have been taken out of context, and in this case it was, or it may have been in this case, even with what he said.
I think it's just the time when he came out. He didn't read the room right, because just
just
a few days before he released that track, you found out you got motherfuckers throwing a black woman in the trash dumpster, mm-hmm. And then you have another video, a blatant, disgusting video, vile. You see this dude swing a skateboard into this girl's face. Mm-hmm. Like blatant, like no warning. It was visceral, bro. Like it was really all because she played him and say, nah, I don't wanna go out with you or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like for real. So for J. Cole to release that track with a lot of black women already up in arms, which rightfully so.
I didn't even see any of that stuff,
bro. It's like honestly. It's not even on if you have a weak stomach type. It's just like this is you're a human being doing this to another human being, especially a fucking female dude. Seriously? Mm-hmm. But
yeah, his timing was wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. Actually, Max said he didn't read the room right with everything going on. Freedom of speech, what they want to do, but like I said, people's perceptions of the realities.
Yeah, I mean, I see both sides. Like I'm very big on sitting on the fence. I made a comment on it, but I think I remember reading something where the point that we shouldn't let this deter us from the main point of what's really happening. Don't allow this two celebrities going at each other or having a fucking disagreement and turning it into a cancel culture / misogynistic view. Like I don't see where people are correlating that. And I understand there's a lot of there's people that are upset, there's people that are angry, there's people, like you said, this is it's very high tension right now. So I think when it comes to logic and mom mentality, it just doesn't connect. And that's exactly what this whole thing was. I just wanted to bring it up because I did feel strongly about it the moment that I did, because I had to listen to the song like 3 or 4 times. I read the lyrics like 3 or 5 times. I was like, where am I missing that this guy's misogynistic? That tone shit, you didn't have to say that. I get it. But I don't think it was indicative to the main point of what he's saying. He admits at the end, I'm not doing enough. I should be doing more. I think I see it as a process of acceptance, like throughout his emotional response. It was just an emotional response. He had to get some stuff off his chest, but then he was able to reflect on himself all in one fucking song. I feel like that's all it was, a venting moment.
But see, the thing, I will say and this is not really a ledge I really want to be out on, but the whole thing with that tone comment comes down to like him trying to have like, it seems like have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like you can possibly reach more people, which some people rightfully feel, because I feel that way on certain subjects. I don't feel like spoon feeding people certain things anymore. I'm like, yo, we've been talking about certain things for, long times. Women at the same time feel, and we've been bringing up things long periods of time. They don't feel like they need to spoon feed dudes. So
and that's exactly. I'm not, and I haven't really spoke on no names per se. Like she's saying some legit shit. Like you really coming at me in a time right now where buildings are burning, people are protesting, people getting shot with rubber bullets, and you want to worry about your ego right now? And it could be flipped because her ego was hit too, and she admitted that on a recent tweet as well.
Because they both retracted, but that's the thing. Like that's what I took from both of it. It's like the things that I took from reading a lot of the Twitter stuff around it. Do the people really want to? Some people just want to be right, but I'm like, do we want to be right, or do we want to start having conversations? Because for me, there's certain things I don't talk about anymore because I'm done having conversations about. So it's like I don't care if certain people come around to my view of thinking, so therefore I don't feel like spoon feeding them anymore.
That's the issue.
And that's the thing that people got to really think about. Is like,
yes,
what's the best way to get the point across?
Right.
And that could easily transition into what's happening around. Well, it's obviously what's going on in our country, where it's not about being right or wrong. Well, it's not about trying to sway people. It's about what you said, having a conversation and at least keeping an open mind. Try to keep an open mind that there's something to discuss here. There's a topic here, and we should be paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, that's kind of dope. Have y'all heard of the new Anderson .Paak? And I know we talked about the new.
I gotta see that music video.
That one, Anderson .Paak. Was it Rise Up? Not Rise Up.
I think that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
He has one. Wale's new music. Like, there's a lot of music that's coming out right now with a lot of soul to it. Like a lot of actual feeling behind it. Which, if there's one positive thing coming from that, there's a lot of good art moving at the moment.
It's called Lockdown on Anderson .Paak's new track.
Lockdown.
Okay.
There's a lot of good music with soul, energy, thought behind it.
It's like Wale's. And you just spoke on Wale. I'll do this briefly as well. His new EP that just came out. I forgot what it was called, but
Imperfect Storm or something like that.
Yeah. That first track, it was very dancey, but like soulful dancey. And it wasn't, people, some people, want run the jewels type energy when they talk about protesting and revolting or expecting a revolution. You expect that to be in the background. But I think there's a misrepresentation with good, soulful, feel good music that can help put you in that mind state. Like this, we need to hear this now. This is not even self-righteous. It's righteous. It's just something that expresses what else can be the other side of the we need to get loud, but this is also showing more of a we can get loud, but at the same time let's sit back and think as well.
A calm stream.
That's how I kind of perceive. I kind of took his project on his EP Wale, but yeah, that was great.
I got to listen to some of these new music that came out. I've downloaded. Well, no, sorry, FBI, not downloaded. I hired new music. I just
knock. Where is it? Got your ass, motherfucker.
So yeah, I listen to a lot of them.
I know we I don't think we went on the tangent with that one, but I definitely wanted to speak on the No Name J. Cole Tiff. Like I said, I don't see this as a beef. I don't ever want to see this as a beef. It's because No Name, she has great projects. Y'all should really listen to her most recent track, but also I think her first album was called Telephone, and she has another one I haven't listened to yet that came out I think last year. And this chick got bars, man. She came up with Chance and the Rapper, and then she's from Chicago, so.
I had not even heard of No Name before this, to be honest with you. And I try to stay up to beat with new music and everything like that. But I had not even known her
Listen to her shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got productions from fucking Mad Lib. You're doing some shit.
The side thing too, though, she has that was it a No Name book club that she started?
Thank you for mentioning that.
That's something that people should probably look into right there.
Yeah, she's really on like fuck capitalism right now. Like she's like look into her Twitter. You'll see like she's very intelligent young woman, bro. Very intelligent young woman. I love to see that kind of energy out there because people need that. You know, I mean, regardless of what happened between her and J. Cole, that shit needs to be buried regardless. But like I said, she's an intelligent woman.
Got it. Okay.
Check her out, bro.
Look at that.
But yeah, that was it. I want to do a quick rest in peace to Sir Ian Holmes. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He was Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings series, and I don't know much of his movies, but I know he was also in the Aliens movie as well. He was the android that was trying to kill Sigourney Weaver. So yeah, he's got quite a few other movies. Great actor, and he passed from Parkinson's disease. I think it was last week, Thursday or Wednesday. But yeah, rest in peace, Sir Ian Holmes. But that's all I got for topics. I don't know if y'all got anything else.
As I've been doing this so far, man, I plan on picking up another book to read sooner than later. But
yeah, books.
I was going to pick up the game. Well, I got it downloaded, Hollow Knight. So I haven't played that yet. I'm gonna start
That's
that.
A tough one. That shit's tough as fuck, man.
It is. You're the one that told me that, so we'll do that.
I'm in that process of jumping between games. You know, I was also, I've been keeping up with the summer game fest and all the different all the different information coming out. Like
there's a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, there's the next few months until probably like the next summer. I feel like there's gonna be games just hitting left and right. Like there's
the most popular game out right now is natural selection and Darwinism because of coronavirus. So
wait, what? What'd you say?
Oh, you ever heard that game? Darwinism and survival of the fittest right now with the coronavirus going on with the current.
No.
I'm Justice, son. I know we have a friend who likes to play with that game, but
All right.
But
the viewers don't need to be a part of our drama, damn it.
Hey, if they heard it, they would enjoy it.
Next time we talk about the group's dynamics and how much we hate each other secretly.
But I think the next game, like I was telling y'all during before we started recording, I'm gonna probably be messing with this Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost on beta. That's the name. It's really long.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah,
I've been transfixed on The Last of Us 2. That game has been taking over my life. So
I'll tell you, look out for that penguin, son. When you see it, you will know.
Wait, are you playing the penguin, son? Are you playing the game as well?
Oh no, I don't plan on playing it. Period.
Oh, okay.
It's a good game. Like I watched some of the streams.
Mm-hmm.
I like stealth games. It's not for me.
It's a lot of rinse and repeat.
I think I've realized that now for myself. Like I got Resident Evil 2. I haven't started playing that game yet, man. So I don't know why.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like popular games just not hitting for particular gamers. Mm-hmm. Like there's just the dynamic, the mechanics might not be for you. The story might not be for you.
Like, I think you took that gameplay, put it in a different setting with like if it was just like them surviving in the world that collapsed without the infected, I probably like it more.
You know what? You're not saying anything crazy.
Yeah, it is.
To be real, like the whole point of the effect is to keep that to help with tension. Mm-hmm. But if you just had hunters, which are just regular human beings that are just fucked up and trying to survive just like you, if you kept that, it would pretty much be the same game, in my opinion.
I don't know.
But yeah, Last of Us 2 is my bread and butter. It's been sucking my soul slowly. So Game's amazing. Y'all should take the time to play it, bro. You didn't like that? You didn't like that imagery?
I did not. No, I did not. No.
Up on that note.
Yes, Mr. King. On that note, I think we're good, man. We got out what we needed. This is a new segment for the viewers. This is a new kind of segment. Tell us how you feel about it. We're still gonna be doing this discussions here and there, but we felt like incorporating what's happening recently and not just doing a monthly, which we still do. I think we can still do a monthly media Marauders episode, but we wanted to switch it up and see, stuff that we've been getting into individually and come together, kind of go through a list of things, what we want to say, this, that, and the third. So
like have like more of a loose format, and then still do like the deep dives every so often.
Exactly. So once again, this is Max, Thomas, and King.
Yep.
Meet the Marauders. The other two, others couldn't make it. They send their regards. We good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, also, please click like and subscribe. Bell once again. Notify you all content to come forward. More content to come in the future. And please comment as well. You want to? Yeah, tell us how you feel, what you would like us to incorporate more or do less of, or whatever. Just give us any kind of constructive criticism. Hate us all you want. Say we trash. It's all good. We love you and hate you at the same time. So
we'll call you trash right back.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I will stay on them damn thumbs. My thumbs will keep going, motherfucker. We could do
Twitter fingers.
I stay with it. Follow me on Twitter too. Shit, I'll do it there too. All right, but. Once again, guys, thank you for the viewers. Thank you for the subscribers. Thank you. And we will see you on the next one. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Please be safe. All right. Bye.